Alright, first target. Not sure what it is. Some type of a cap. Let me get up. Get in the light. Not quite sure what it is. Alright, we're taking a better look at this ring over here. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. What a find. The way that thing is shining, it looks to me like that might be 18 karat.
It's brilliant.
We'll give it a test later to see what it is.
Yep.
Alright, I got a target right here. It rang up as a 13, which I thought would be a pull tab. Turns out to be an old nickel. Let me get up, get in the light. There we go. Don't know how old this is, I can't see the date, but we're at an old campsite here, South Jersey, along the lake area. Scott and Mary are here, they're down along the water's edge. I like it up here. Let's keep going. Alright, I got another 12, 13 here. The last 13 I found was a nickel, not a pull tab, which is usually what they are. Alright, let's dig it up. Alright, well, there it is, a little piece of lead. Take a closer look at it when I get it cleaned up. What a beautiful day. 60 degrees, bright sun, no wind, perfect for metal detecting. There we go. Piece of something. That's what was causing the, some writing on it. Can't quite make it out. That's what was causing the 13, 14. I had to dig it. Let's keep going. Alright, there it is. It popped up. So I was digging. Not quite sure what it is. Could be a penny. Okay, got my first pull tab. Checking out my numbers on the land instead of on the beach. They're pretty close. Let's keep going. There you go, a small fishing sinker here. Didn't expect to find that, but I guess people do fish in this lake. That's great. Let's put this away. Keep going. Alright, looks like I got my first dime. See if I can get some light here. There it is. I think it's a dime. Alright, let's put it in the bag. Yep. Let's put it in the bag and keep going. Well, I'm not sure what this is. Looks like a pine cone. But it gave off as 11, 10, 11. I had to dig it. Must be some something on the end here that's giving off those tones. Some kind of metal. Alright, let's put it in the bag. Interesting. Alright, that rang up as a 19. Looks like a grease fit. Alright, that rang up as a 19. I think that's a spent bullet. Not sure. We'll check it out later. A penny. It might be a weedy, I'm not sure. Got a 25, 26. I got it. I think it's another dime. Right next to the other one. Right at the base of this tree. Alright, this is giving off some good tones. Looks like a screw. Let's put it in the bag, keep going. We're in a different area. It took me a while to get this coin out. I think it's a penny. Could be a dime, not sure. Like I said, I'm going to take all these coins that I'm finding today, give you a picture before and after I run them through the tumbler. Alright, let's put it away. Well, there's Scott and Mary. They made it back to the truck before me, so I guess we're going to do a wrap up and see what we found today. I'll be right there. Alright, we are back from the hunt. We have Mary over here, who might be high hook today, I'm not sure. I know Scott beat me out.
37 cents to 20 cents. Yeah,
alright, let's go with Mary. Let's see what Mary has here today.
3/4 nickel, pennies, pull tabs, bottle caps, and then I got, I don't know, one little...
Yeah.
Oh, you got an earring.
An earring.
And it says 925. It looks like gold-plated silver.
Wow, fantastic. I know you're high hook now.
There you go.
All right, Mr. Scott.
Yeah, we got
a
few things. Just hold on. Look at this. You ever seen a leaf this big before?
Well, that's pretty big.
That's freaking huge.
Must be nuclear.
Yeah, I got a lot of junk. A lot of junk. And what do we got? 37 cents, like we said. And then I do have something else
All
here.
right.
See what we got here.
What do you got hiding in there,
I
Scott?
got a necklace. Or
Oh, you got something hiding over there. Must be.
something over
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, we got a little something.
Well, isn't that pretty?
Real silver. I think it's actually
It's
a
a
bracelet,
bracelet.
because this hook hooks onto that.
Fantastic.
So we're not done yet, though. So let's go here now.
This guy's hiding all the good
Oh,
stuff.
I am.
Oh, he
Oh,
is
I
too
am.
much. I know he's fast on
We
the
got a
beat.
ring here. A ring's a ring. Little junker.
Oh,
Little
very
heart.
nice. A
Oh.
junker.
Yeah, a little junker.
Yeah, isn't that cool though? That's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, but the
Kid's
next
heart.
one's not a junker. This one's a real gold, baby. Look at that.
Oh, where'd you find that? When'd you find that
Volleyball
one?
court, right next to the pole.
When did you find this one? Today?
Yeah, an hour ago.
On the
Yep.
other side of where I
It's
walk.
like a nugget. It's like a nugget ring.
I didn't even hear you holler out saying, "Bring the camera, get
You don't
over
have
here."
your hearing aids in. Well, Mary was right there. She walked
That's
right
true.
by.
I did not have my hearing.
She
aids
walked
in.
right by. But this thing is a
Oh,
beaut, baby.
That is really
Holy
nice.
shit.
That
There you go.
you know what? That looks better than 14
And
karat.
it is nice and
bright
it is
gold.
nice and smooth. I can't read. There's some stuff in the inside where I took
Two
the
heart
sand out.
rings.
Can't
All right,
tell.
let me be humble over here.
Okay.
And, gonna do
There
mine.
you go.
We'll do my stuff over here. This is really, it's a pine cone, but it has some metal on the top. And it gave off a pretty good number, so I dug it.
Wow.
I got a bunch of pennies. I got one dime. I got one nickel, a couple of pull tabs. I'm not quite sure what this piece of metal is over here. Got a little cap for something.
Looks like nothing.
Yeah. Some junk. I got one screw. It's like an inflatable valve for something.
Nope,
for
that's
air.
cable TV.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yep, it's an extender.
Well, listen to you with your knowledge.
Yep.
You are amazing. And what we got here, Scott? This is a pencil from
You got
what?
a pencil from the Atlantic City Utilities Authority. it looks like.
Wow. All right.
You don't find them
and
every day.
We have, what else I want to show you here? I guess that's about it.
That's about it, huh? Oh, did I show you my leaf with metal? I got metal in the leaf here.
He busted my chops. Unbelievable.
Good day.
Mary, you did great today.
Great day today.
Not as good as.
Anyway, I hope I got everybody in this picture. We had a real good find today. Good hunt. Excellent hunt. 60 degrees, sun in and out, no wind. Everybody's in good shape today. We did good. And gold.
Yep, gold, baby, gold.
Mr. Goldman, right there. Unbelievable. Mary, you had a great hunt also.
Yeah, I got a nice one too.
I want to thank everybody for coming along. We'll see you on the next hunt. And like I said, what I'm going to do, I'm taking my coins, give you a picture before, then I'm going to run them through the tumbler and let you take a look and give you a little bit of review of the new tumbler that I have. It really works great. All right, we'll see you on the next hunt. Okay, I'm just about ready to edit that video that we recorded today where Scott found 2 gold rings. It was a great hunt. It was a great day. And I did tell you that I wanted to take the coins that I found, run them through the tumbler, and we'll see what they look like when they come out. I said that on the last video, and I reneged because I didn't get enough coins, but we're not doing that today. Even though we don't have a lot of coins, we're still going to run them through the tumbler. I'll show you how I do it anyway. All right, this here, there's our new tumbler right here. All right, and it works really good. It holds up to 6 pounds. Actually, they call it a rock tumbler. We use it for coins. All right. Here's one of the tumbler containers right here. Here's my shot that I call it. I'll try to keep it separate so this rubber containers can dry out thoroughly, preserving them a little bit better and hopefully get a little bit longer. I'm going to pour some of this in there. A little bit more. Alright, that's good. Put this over here. Next step, CLR. A lot of people use a lot of different things. They use soap and other types of caustic chemicals that help clean them. I don't like to use that stuff because in my old tumbler, were not as airtight as these. They would create pressure and eventually they would start to leak. So just put a little bit in there, not a lot. Like that. Almost like baking a cake, right? Not quite. All right, let's put this in there. Take these coins. We have here a couple extra little pieces of stuff that I had. We're going to put them in there also. And I might even have some other stuff here. I'm going to run a couple of these pieces of these rings and jewelry that I had found through the tumbler. Yeah, not always good to do that, but my shot that I use, I call it shot, that steel pieces in there. It's very fine, and it's not as abrasive as some of the bigger pieces. That's why I like to use it. All right, I'm going to put the camera down for a second while I put the top on this container. Make sure it's nice and tight. That. I'll put this in there. I put the second one in there even though it's empty. And what that does, it helps keep it from sliding around. There's a little on and off switch over here on the back. There we go. She's a tumbling. And I'm going to give it about a half an hour. I'll come back a little bit later and we'll open it up and we'll show you the results. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. I just took these coins out of the tumbler and positioned them over here so we could take a look at it. I have some interesting finds in here that I did not know that I had. Alright, the pennies come out really nice. They're nice and clean. These are junk. You can see the quality of it though. They look pretty clean, right? Alright. Couple of dimes. They come out really clean. I know the light in here is not that good. 2 quarters and a nickel. And here's a heart. Wasn't sure what this was. This was a glob of something that was in there. Turned out to be a heart. And it's got a little piece sticking there off on the end. Not quite sure what that was for. Oh, found these rings earlier in the week. Threw them in there. They cleaned up really nice. Look at a little stone in there. Isn't that cute? Well, how about that? Yeah, look at it so I can shine it. Alright. And this silver ring really come out nice. This was tarnished pretty bad. Threw that in the tumbler. Washed it off real good with fresh water. It really come out nice. This is just a piece of something that was in there. Wasn't quite sure what it was, and I still don't know. And I think this might be off a pigeon leg, a band that they use for banding on that. Now this piece here, this is really puzzling. There are some markings on the side here. Very difficult to make them out. Turned it over, didn't see anything. But right there in the center, I believe there's an anchor. It looks like an old anchor embedded in there. You know, the sign of an anchor, or the mark of an anchor. But look at this piece, really strange. I didn't know what this was when I found it. It was all dirty and clunked up and corroded, but it cleaned up pretty good there in the tumbler. Alright, so that's the finds. Very happy with the way they come out. I know I promised that I was, not that I promised, but I know that I mentioned to you in this last video that I was going to clean these coins before and after pictures. And after today's hunt, I didn't have a lot of coins, but I wanted to get down there and put them in there, and let's get it done for you folks. You take a look at it. Again, there's the tumbler. It works really great. Well, tomorrow's another day, so let me put this into the computer. Give me the file, and I'll add this into the video that I'm editing right now. All right, everybody. I'm glad you had an opportunity to take a look at this tumbler and the way that these coins look. If I was to recommend this tumbler to you folks, yes, I would. I got it at Home Depot. I think it was around $62 or $63. I forget exactly what it was, but it's an awesome tumbler. All right, talk to you later.